Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langate Girim Yat Kripatam Ham Bande Shri Gurun Dina Tarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 10. Okay, Krishna explaining about the Tyag or renunciation. So Krishna explained three types of renunciation. And in goodness, we saw yesterday that there is no attachment to the results. That's the main characteristic. And this is explained throughout the Bhagavad Gita, that you do your activity as a duty. Don't get attached. So now, these next few verses, Krishna will explain how you can be detached, or what should be your mood when you do the renunciation in the mode of goodness, how it is done. Okay, so let us see this. Na dveshti akusalam karma.
Na dvesti akushalam karma.
Kushale nanu shajjate.
Kushale nanu sajjate.
Tyagi sattva samavisto.
Tyagi sattva samavisto.
Medhavi chinna samshaya.
Medhavi chinna samsaya. Na devasti akusalam karma. Kusale nanu sajjate. Tyagi sattva samavisto. Medhavi chinna samasyaha.
Nadvesti akusalam karma kusalena tyagi sattva samavisto medha vichinna samsayaha.
Translation and purport. The intelligent renouncer, situated in mode of goodness, neither hateful of inauspicious work nor attached to auspicious work, has no doubt about the work. Purport. A person in Krishna consciousness or in mode of goodness does not hate anyone or anything which troubles his body. He does work in proper place and at proper time without fearing the troublesome effect of his duty. Such a person situated in transcendence should be understood to be most intelligent and beyond all doubts of his activities. So this is how the activities should be done. Means Krishna is explaining, of course, it is the actions done in mode of goodness, but if we want to be in mode of goodness, how we should act is this. Srila Prabhupada says that if you are in goodness, you don't hate anyone or anything which troubles you. When he says, when Srila Prabhupada says body means includes our mind and intelligence, everything. When something troubles, actually our immediate reaction is to avoid that thing and do the things which we like or which we favor. Do the favorable things, avoid the things which are going to give you trouble, right? So this is maybe what Krishna is expecting, and ideally we should do like this. But because of our conditioning, Krishna has explained, right, the three ways of renunciation. Because of our conditioning under different modes, we may act differently as per the modes. So in certain situations, when I am in good consciousness, maybe I don't care who is around me, what is the situation. I can just carry on my duties or services of devotional service or whatever my duties or my chanting. But in my mode, if I am in a different mode or a mode which is disturbing, which is not goodness, so I will do this, I will have these symptoms, right? I will avoid something, I will like something because of my modes. And this is our situation. It means we cannot run away from the reality. So the reality is that, okay, I am conditioned, I have issues. I am sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes in ignorance. I'm like that. So that's why even if we make mistake sometimes, or maybe several times, we should not be feeling anxiety or depressed, because Krishna also is accepting the three ways of doing the things, and he also knows that this is how this world is, and this is how the every soul can operate or work as per the modes. So there will be problems, there will be mistakes, there will be situations which are out of our control. But the main important thing is what Krishna told in chapter 9, Bhagavad Gita, verse 30, that the devotee who is fixed in his determination and his goal. So, okay, I will do mistakes, I will fall down, or I will do something wrong, but ultimately my aim or my goal of achieving doing bhakti is fixed. I'm not running away from that goal. So that is what is important. So just because I made mistake 100 times, so I give up that, okay, I cannot do, like I cannot do this thing, and so I give up. So that is not the solution. I do mistake 100 times, I do mistake 1,000 times, 10,000 times, but still I keep my determination of doing bhakti. That is what is important, and that keeps us going. And that going on ongoing determination, fixing our determination on that, will sometime in future purify us, and we will not do those mistakes again. So the important thing is keep going. So we may sometimes hate the inauspicious work, we may sometimes like auspicious work. Similarly, we may sometimes hate the things or people that we don't like. Sometimes we may like them, sometimes we hate them. So it's going to happen. But the ideally we should try, if we want to be in mode of goodness, then we have to practice these things. So how to practice that? Krishna told in the last verse, do it as a duty. Okay, so you should be good with everyone. You should be equal to good and bad work. So you have, as a duty, you should do everything. That is expectation. Okay, just do as a duty. As a human being, I have to be good with everyone, whoever it is, my friend, my enemy, people who are envious of me, people who are jealous of me, or people who don't like me, or people who I don't like, who I hate, who I am envious, both way around. So ideally, you should be equal, just with everyone, and behave nicely. That is ideal situation. But sometimes we may fail, sometimes we not be able to do. So all these things are, of course, this is in modes, right? Goodness, passion, ignorance, whatever. This is in the material world. Spiritual world is not that. Bhakti is beyond the modes. So when you do chanting, or you read Bhagavad Gita, or you read Bhagavatam, or you read any other scriptures, when you are doing the activities of bhakti that are actually beyond the modes, if your intentions are correct, if in bhakti also you have desires for yourself, then that itself is a mishra bhakti. So that cannot be beyond modes, because you have so many desires and that bind us, right? So you cannot be beyond the modes. You are doing bhakti still in the modes, but when you are doing pure bhakti, it's beyond the modes, and that will not impacted by all these things. So if we have attachment for doing the reading Bhagavad Gita, or doing chanting, or hearing lectures, hearing kirtan, doing kirtan, we should do that. Those activities of bhakti we should do, because that will purify our consciousness more and more, and it will be beyond the material modes. That's always powerful. So that's why bhakti is always recommended, because it will automatically transcendent all these things. Because if we have to consciously watch everything and everywhere what we are doing, it's a very difficult thing to observe our thoughts. In a minute, there are thousands of thoughts coming in our mind. some analysis has been done. How many thoughts come per minute or per 10 minutes? It's a huge number. We cannot watch all those. But what we can do is, okay, we can do bhakti. Okay, we read Bhagavad Gita, we do chanting, we do activities which are favorable for bhakti. We try to reduce the activities which impact our bhakti. So if it is favorable to avoid certain situations or certain people or certain things, then yes, we have to do it, because that will help us in our bhakti, right? So of course the uh, main aim is do activities which are favorable. So sometimes we may have to do certain things which help our bhakti. So we should do that, because uh, to be in mode of goodness, if we impact our bhakti, that's always not advisable, right? Because our goal is to do bhakti, not to be in mode of goodness. That's not our goal. Our goal is to be in bhakti. So we will always give preference to bhakti. What is favorable for bhakti, we will do. So whose association is favorable, I will take that association. Like this, we have to be very careful and keep going on our bhakti path. So here Krishna also is explaining the mode of goodness, because it helps us to be detached. So this is a sign of detachment, that whatever auspicious or inauspicious, good, bad, whatever, I don't care. I do my work and I just go. If I have to go to office and I do my work, and okay, I do my work and then I sleep, I forget. That's the ideal situation. But in office also we have choices. We sometimes do, we like some work, we don't. It's always there. So that is what Krishna told in 7th chapter, 8th chapter, right? From the birth we have this good, bad, like and dislike, right? So it's ongoing. So all these complications and everything Krishna is explaining, like mode of goodness, passion and ignorance, in everything. But Krishna is slowly will take the conversation towards the what is this? This has come. Okay, anyways. So slowly Krishna will take conversation in a way that how to be beyond all these things. So that is what Krishna is trying to tell Arjuna and to all of us. So now in next few verses, Krishna will tell how person in goodness act, and also how action is performed, how what should be our consciousness, how we should think. So so we'll see these verses, continue to see and discuss these verses. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any comments, any additions, questions, anything anybody would like to add? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining and keeping this going. We have 2 months, I think, more 60, 66 verses. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so